Welcome filmmakers, fans, and friends to this special episode of Indie Cinema Showcase. We're your hosts, Christina Carmona.
And I'm Nanda Luis Roman. We're here at the fantastic Fusion Fest in downtown Orlando that celebrates the people and the many cultures that make Central Florida awesome.
This is such a diverse event, showcasing everything from music, dance, film, food, and more. So if you didn't get to check out Fusion Fest this year, don't worry because we've got you covered. Let's check it out. All right, guys, I am here with the awesome and very busy Terry Olson. Terry, how are you today?
I'm doing great.
All right, so tell us a little bit about Fusion Fest and what it is that you do.
Well, I am fortunate to help coordinate this whole thing. I call myself the festival's chief instigator, and the festival involves a whole lot. So it needs somebody to be a coordinator because we have music and dance and fashion and spoken word storytelling, food, merchandise, visual arts, fun and games, presentations about celebrations, cultures, and faiths, contests for fusion, and our opening spectacle with heritages and flags from all over, and our closing award show. So it's a big full day of all kinds of fun culture and exploring all the different heritages that we have here in Central Florida.
So that is so important, especially now, to celebrate everybody's culture and people. How did that even come about?
Well, Mayor Jacobs, a number of years ago, when she was mayor of Orange County, wanted to explore how to celebrate the diversity that we have. And so I called some folks together from different communities. We did some brainstorming, and eventually that led to a grassroots movement that I was kind of helping to lead, and finally got the nod from Orange County that I work for to, yes, go ahead and work on this, and we'll give you some funding. And then we had to go out and raise all the rest of it. And so this is the third year of Fusion Fest. We've added something new each year, and this year we've just been flexible because everything's different this year.
And how did you overcome those differences? What did you guys do differently this year? I've noticed especially where the audience stands, you guys have these square boxes, you would say.
Yep. Well, that has a lot to do with the Dr. Phillips Center, who is planning next week to start 6 months of concerts, what they're calling their Front Yard Festival here.
Now, this is the last day, so if anybody wants to know about the next one and how to be a part of it or where to get information, where can they go for that?
FusionFest.org is our website, and starting in January, we do some monthly explorations that go to a particular culture. We call it our Diversitastic Dining Experiences. So it'll be a particular night in the month when you buy a ticket. You'll come, you'll have a meal, presentation, entertainment. So last year we did Ethiopia night, Brazil night, a Turkey night, a Vietnamese night, a Russia night. I can't remember what all, but we'll be starting that up again in January. So that's a really fun night out, a full evening of diving into one particular culture. With food.
With food. Everybody loves food, right?
Yes.
So thank you so much for taking some time out and talking with me today.
You're welcome.
You heard it here, FusionFest.org. Check it out and make sure you get here next year. All right, thank you, Terry.
You bet. Thank you.
Hey guys, we're here at Fusion Fest checking out some of the great vendors that are here. This one is Primavera Andina, and they have lovely stuff. I think I'm gonna go shop, and Nando, you can just...
I'll just follow around.
Yeah.
Hey guys, Nando here. I'm here with Lori, the film curator for Fusion Fest. Lori, welcome. Thank you for joining us today. So tell us a little bit about Fusion Fest and what you do.
Well, I am the film curator, and what I do is I spend the better part of the year looking for filmmakers and people who have interesting stories that we could tell. And at the last weekend in August, we randomly pair them up. And when I say randomly, I mean literally, like this year we had 11 people's stories to make. And as the filmmakers came into the meeting on Friday night, they picked a number from 1 to 11. And then when their person comes, they get matched up, and then they go off in their, well, this year was in a breakout room in a Zoom session. The year before we had it live. It was much better. But they have the weekend to film and then 3 days to edit. And from there, the films go on to Global Peace Film Festival for 2 screenings with an Audience Choice Award of $100. And then it's on to Fusion Fest for the grand prize of $1,000 and the student film, which this year was $200. And I gotta tell you, like, the stories that have come out of this, not just the stories from the films, but like people that connected. And I gotta say, it's so wonderful to me that the filmmakers like they root each other on. It's not like, oh, I just want my film to win. You know, like I was just talking to one of the other filmmakers, and I kind of leaked who won this year, and they were like, oh my God, that's who I wanted to win. And it's like, but you're a filmmaker, you know, why didn't you want your film to win?
But I think that's actually a good thing, that whole film community, because there are so many divided groups of filmmakers that kind of do their own thing. Bringing that community together, I think, is a fantastic thing to be doing. So kudos to that.
Even last year when we had the first screening, as people were walking out of the theater, they're like, I like this other guy's film better than mine. And I was like, you know, it's that amazing spirit of just coming together and that we're all in it together. And I haven't ever seen any jealousy, or if anything, when the filmmakers, especially them, get together, they're always helping each other, you know. And like one of my filmmakers that won last year, Omar Young, he's gone on, he has a film this year, and we had an interactive experience called Utopia on Friday, and Jacob and Omar were sitting there talking, and I know they're gonna end up working together.
Now, how has the 2020 affected the way that films have been done this year as opposed to previous years?
Well, last year we gave them 2 days to shoot, film, edit, everything. But this year, because of COVID, I wanted them to use more protocols, so like one into the house, one out, you know, masks, so this year we gave them 2 days to shoot and 3 days to edit. And actually it's 5 days, you can use that however you want to. But I gotta say, 2 days, 5 days, I'm so impressed by everyone and the spirit that everyone brings to this, that it's like we're all in it together. We're gonna get this done, and the product's amazing.
Now, if somebody wants to get involved with like the film program here, what do they have to do? Like, what are some of the requirements?
You have to be a filmmaker, you have to have all your own equipment, editing software, everything. We supply nothing except the person that you make the film about. So you bring your own team, keep it small, and if you're interested in 2021, go to fusionfest.org/film 2021 and sign up for next year. If you want to tell your story, go to share your story. If you want to be a filmmaker, fill out the filmmaker form. So, and when it gets closer, I'll be contacting people, but it's sort of like a save the date, you know, because it's always going to be the last weekend in August before Labor Day weekend that we have the literal fusion of the filmmakers, and all the filmmakers have different cultural backgrounds, you know, so we're literally fusing people's cultures together.
And that's awesome. Like, I feel like a lot of people don't realize how much of a film community is here in Central Florida.
Yeah.
There's so many independent filmmakers and so many people that have so much talent, and festivals like these actually give them the opportunity to be able to put their work out there and actually get noticed.
Yes.
So I think it's a beautiful thing. So if you guys want to be a part of Fusion Fest next year, the film festival, go to their website and definitely check it out. Lori, thank you so much for joining us today. It's been a pleasure with you.
Thank you, and I look forward to being with ICS in other segments moving forward.
Thank you,
And again, fusionfest.org/film 2021. You have a story, everyone has a story. Let us tell yours, and if you're a filmmaker, student, or professional, you can win $1,000.
There you go. That's incentive enough there.
Exactly. Have a good one. Thank you. Thank you, Nando.
Wow, we had such a great time, and we hope you enjoyed this inside look of Fusion Fest as much as we've enjoyed showcasing this fantastic event.
Make sure to check out their webpage by going to fusionfest.org to find out more information about the festival and how you can get involved with it next year.
And that's all the time we have for this episode of ICS, so be sure to follow us on our socials at Facebook at ICS TV and Instagram and Twitter at ICS TV Show.
And if you want to be featured on Indie Cinema Showcase, be sure to email us at icstv@yahoo.com.
See you next time.